بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وبه نستعين.
الخوف المحرم, the prohibited type of fear. الخوف المحرم. And this is also considered by some scholars as shirk al-asghar, small shirk. This type of fear stops one from doing ordains or committing prohibitions. Fear that stops you from doing an ordain or refraining from doing refrain from doing a wajib or getting you to do a muharram. And this is what is short of shirk. He fears that he'll make salah on time, for example, because people will mock him in public places. He fears to grow a beard because he fears the employer will fire him. He fears to grow a beard because he doesn't want to get scrutinized or delayed at airports. He was in a setting where people were listening to music. He didn't want to tell them that music is haram because he didn't want to be singled out, criticized, or outcast. He let his clothes go below the ankle because he didn't want to look differently, or he didn't want people to point fingers at him or mock him. He didn't speak the truth and stand up for his brothers and sisters who desperately need him because he didn't want to be labeled as a radical or extremist. This is the type of fear that's in the verse الَّذِينَ قَالَ لَهُمُ النَّاسُ إِنَّ النَّاسَ قَدْ جَمَعُوا لَكُمْ فَاخْشَوْهُمْ فزادهم إيمانا وقالوا حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل. The believers were told, this was after the battle, the Muslims fought. Verily the pagans have gathered against you a great army, so fear them. They gathered another army to fight you again. The hypocrites always come at you. Don't speak about prisoner rights. Don't forbid the evil. The West and their governments will tap your phone. When it was told to the Sahaba something of that similar nature, فَخْشَوْهُمْ زَادَهُمْ فَزَادَهُمْ إِيمَانًا, it increased them in faith. And they said, Allah is sufficient for us, and we put our trust in Allah. وَقَالُوا حَسْبُنَا اللَّهُ وَنِعْمَ الْوَكِيلُ. The following verse tells, إِنَّمَا ذَلِكُمُ الشَّيْطَانِ, those who scare you, they're the devils. It's only the shaitan that suggests to you to fear his awliya, the awliya of shaitan. Some considered this category of fear as haram because it gets you to leave some ordains or it gets you to do some prohibitions for fear of other than Allah. Some ulama considered it small shirk because of the hadith in Musā Ahmad, and it really possibly depends on the heart feeling in this. It's between haram and small shirk. Because of the hadith of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah tells a servant on the day of judgment, why didn't you deter from the evil? And he says, oh Allah, I feared people. Allah says, replies to him, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, you should have feared me. Inna Allah yaqulu lil-abdi yawm al-qiyamah, ما منعك إذا رأيت المنكر لا تغيره فيقول ربي خشيت الناس فيقول الله إياي كنت أحق أن تخشى. He feared the people, and he said, and he admitted to Allah, I feared people. Allah said, you should have feared me.